Hey Astros fans, welcome to today's edition of Extra Innings, the Astros Fans UK next day recap on Astros ball games. Game 30, Astros 4, Tigers 7. Let's get right into the big talking points from a loss in the series finale with 3 up, 3 down. 3 up. Up first, Jeremy Pena's bat. JP3 launched an Altuve-esque first pitch homer into the Crawford boxes to lead off the bottom of the first in what ended up as a 3-hit game for Pena as his average climbs to 282. Up second, the bullpen. With 5 innings to take care of whilst in a 6-run deficit, the combination of Logan Van Wy, the excellent Stephen Ocker, Brian King and Caleb Ork were tasked with the dual challenge of both getting us through the game without wrecking our bullpen and also keeping us in it to give our bats a chance to mount a comeback. Our arms passed the test with flying colours for a combined 5 innings pitched, giving up just 6 hits with 0 walks and 0 runs. They did all that they could. Up third, Jose Altuve. While the comeback effort sadly proved ultimately unsuccessful, the little boss certainly did his bit by driving in 2 runs to reduce the deficit from 6 runs to 4 runs, bringing us back within striking distance. 3 down. First out, AJ Blueball and the slam. Blueball's MLB debut was largely very good, picking up 6 strikeouts over 4 innings, certainly showing a lot of promise for the future. However, unfortunately, his outing was defined by a couple of mistake pitches which were ruthlessly punished by the Tigers, as the 2-out grand slam given up to Javi Baez in the third was to prove the killer moment in this game. Much to hold his head up high about though. Second out, Jeremy Pena's glove. The improvement in Pena's glove work from 2025 in comparison with 2024 has been huge so far this season. However, it was his wayward throw to Brendan Rodgers at second base in the third, trying to get the lead runner out, which eventually led to the fateful grand slam happening at all. Almost certainly an isolated mistake from JP3, but it was costly on this occasion. Third out, massive chances missed. Down 1-7 in the third was a big hole, but honestly we created more than enough opportunities to actually come back and win this game. We had the tying run at the plate in the 5th, 7th and 8th innings, but just could not find the big hit, with Victor Caratini's homer sadly of the solo variety, as we went 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position and left 12 men on base. Christian Walker and Brendan Rodgers particularly guilty parties. Only ourselves to blame. A couple of extra points to finish on. Missing Yordan Alvarez. I appreciate it was one of those infamous scheduled rest days before an off day, but no disrespect to Yana Diaz, who had a big game the day before. Surely Yordan would have been the better bet to bring off the bench in the 7th as the tying run, having driven in runs in each of his last 3 games. And no sweep, no drama. Naturally would have preferred all 3, but a series win against a good opponent is always acceptable in a regular season. We dropped to 16 and 14 as the month of April comes to a close. Only 2 games off first place if you're making the mistake of worrying about the standings at this early in the season. The only important thing is that we've avoided repeating the disastrous opening to 2024. Up next, 3 games in Chicago versus a dreadful White Sox team. That's it for today's Extra Innings, the next day recap. Let me know your takes on the game and the series in the comments. Make sure you're following at Astros Fans UK on all platforms, and I'll catch you in a couple of days for the next edition of Extra Innings. Go Stros!